Hi everyone, I am Cassie and today's video comes in two parts. First part is a little life update. So as you may have noticed, I kind of suddenly disappeared and made a few videos, but not one, not two every week like I said I would, and that was because I very suddenly got a job I was not expecting to get, and then I very suddenly quit said job for reasons that do not need to be talked about ever. I think nothing too bad, it was just a really bad job. So I should be making more videos now, but I do go back to school in less than a month, and I do have to basically reteach myself chemistry because I never really had a good chem teacher, and I'm taking organic chem in the fall. So that will be taking up most of my time, but hopefully I will still have a bit of time to read so I can do novel reviews. And then that brings us to part 2, novel review. Today's book is Princess X by Cherie Priest. That was published by Scholastic in June, and I was walking in the library. As you can see, this is a library book, and I just saw this book with the word princess on it, and then I opened and saw the cover, and I'm like, this looks like a badass book with some badass female characters. So I picked it up, and yeah, I was pretty enamored. Not this ring, apparently. This book is about two girls, Libby and May, who meet in middle school, a little bit in elementary school, like towards the end of elementary school. And they create this character, Princess X. And then one day in high school, Libby is in a car crash and supposedly dies. But May doesn't think she's dead, even though they found a body, and you know, everything points to her being dead. So after Libby's death, May's parents get divorced, and May moves to Atlanta. But in the summer, she comes to Seattle, where this book is based, and visits her dad. And one day while she's walking around Seattle, she finds Princess X, which surprises her because after Libby died, all of the Princess X stuff disappeared. And so this book takes place over 3 days of May's journey, trying to figure out who is putting up these Princess X signs, and also running this Princess X web comic series that she finds. And so she enlists the help of one of the boys in her dad's apartment building, Patrick, who is a computer genius, to help her track Princess X down. And through tracking Princess X down, they also found this other boy named Jack Dew, who is helping Princess X. May's busy trying to figure out if Princess X is manned by Libby or someone who found all of Libby and May's comic books that got lost after Libby died. Basically trying to see if Princess X is Libby or not. And it is a really good book. The plot is awesome. It's action-y, which is not really my style. I'm more into romance, but there's no romance in this book at all, which is awesome. It's a quick summer action day at an adventure park if you don't want to go on the rides kind of read. It's basically how I would have read it if I go to adventure parks, but I don't. The writing is about 10th grade level, or 10th grade level reading anyway. The pacing is good, and then it gets kind of choppy, and you're not really sure what's going on for a little bit, and then it gets really good again. So, like, the middle is kind of weird, but other than that, like, you can get through it. It's not like, oh, what happened to this book? You want to keep reading, and you get through it, and it gets better again. So because of that, I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, no matter how much I wanted to give this book 5 stars, because it's in my hometown of Seattle, which my door isn't closed, but on the back of my door is actually a poster of the place this book takes place at. So that is cool, and something super personal to me. But I would recommend, if you're between the ages of 13, 19, check this out. Or if you're a little bit older than 20 and you like teen superhero books, I would check this book out too. But however, if you're 20 and trying to find a little bit older teen YA books, not a book I would recommend. It's what I kind of thought about it, which is I'm trying to get a little bit older. I thought this book was going to be end of high school, college, something I could relate to. It was a little bit young for me, but still totally amazing. Not something I would personally read again, but I feel like this is a book that some people would read many times over, like I have with some of the books on my shelf. So yeah, if you're into this kind of stuff, definitely check this book out at your local library or buy it if you're not in a book college student like I am. Peace! So also, the thing I totally forgot about, so this is a map of Puget Sound where the book takes place, and just so you have a little idea, this is the island where the book mostly takes place at. Something in the book takes place on this island. So if you want to get an idea of where they are, this is the area that they are in. Probably more over in this area because they're very close to that island. So they are somewhere in this general area in the book. Just so you got an idea. That is a very big island, by the way, compared to some of these other livable islands in the area. So yes, that is where most of the book takes place, in this general area of this island.